In a dark cavern, a hooded figure stomps his way throughout the pathways. Through the corridor after corridor, he finally emerges into a large room within the cave, with 3 or 4 other cloaked creatures hurriedly preparing. "Ah, Master Hunter, you have returned. I came as soon as I received your call. It is prepared. It takes some time, but yes, we have managed to prepare the spell for you, just a few more steps. And this will work, you are sure?" "Master Hunter, there are always risks in spellcasting. Some have more constant results, but one of this magnitude is volatile and unpredictable." "Does she know what we are up to?" "We have maintained a high level of secrecy for you, Master Hunter. Never fear." "I am not afraid. What more can she do to me?" The woman pulls back her hood and reveals her face, well, half her face. The other half appears to be burnt, scarred as clean as it can be, straight down the middle. "Trust me," she says, "her wrath is much worse than her pity. Go, stand in the center there." She points to a marking on the cave floor. "Come, it is time." At her command, the others hurry into positions around the man. They murmur a few words, clap their hands, and kneel with a palm facing toward the man. The woman begins to speak in a different language while retrieving a small silver dragon figure holding an orange bronze-colored gem. She places it in a bold altar and joins the incantation as she completes her movements. The middle circle around the man glows. His body falls limp, slumping to his knees. We follow him through a grayscale version of the cavern we were just in. He looks around, gets his bearings, and sees a door. He rushes towards the door as if time were of the utmost importance. He bursts through the door, and suddenly everything is in color again. No longer in a dark cave. It is a bright, beautiful day. He is surrounded by woods and a well-worn trail that leads in front of him. To one side, he sees some dead horses and goblins strewn about. And down the trail are voices. He closes his eyes to listen. Human. Weak. Goblin. Unnecessary. Dragonborn. Motherly. A child of some sort. Unsure species. More common. Sounds elvish. That could be... Wait. Another elf. No. No, not just another elf. That elf. He's here. Kaine! He erupts. And next he snarls. I finally found you. Yes, welcome back to Power Beyond, a D&D 5th edition live actual play where we are going through the lost Mine of Phandelver and some homebrew content sprinkled around with these lovely players. Players, please introduce yourself and who you're playing. Remind us all about them, starting with Rossum.
Hi, I'm Kaine, the grumpy high elf rogue who apparently has a friend coming over today. That's about what I got.
Oh, my
Next would be Sam. Yeah.
Yes. I'm Sam. I'm playing Trij, the satyr cleric of the trickery domain. And yeah, that is me.
Hi, I'm CJ. I am playing Wranran, the Wood Elf Rogue, the thievish Wood Elf Rogue, and that's about it for me.
Hi, I'm Osara Franco. I play Nyapith Thanksirus, the Dragonborn fighter.
And hello, yes, I'm the Nation of Joe, the GM for this adventure. It's been a while, so to catch everybody up, the party has just emerged from Cragmaw Cave, having rescued Gundren Rockseeker's traveling companion, Sildar Hallwinter, by starting an incursion among the goblin bandits. As they made their way back to the carriage to continue on to the town of Phandalin, this voice has just angrily and triumphantly shouted a familiar name towards you. What would you like to do next?
Kaine, you wanna... Is that someone you know? You owe him $5 or something? I'm gonna judge your face and say it's probably the or something bit there.
Anything you're keeping from us?
I mean, nothing you need to know.
Okay, but that sounded like a very angry voice, and I imagine that
It is.
that's someone coming to, collect. I kind of know what that sounds like, so I'm just gonna need you to level with me here, Kaine. Are we in some kind of trouble?
I'll level with you. I don't know yet. But
Okay.
how about we get everyone to the wagon, and I'll have a chat with him, and
Okay.
and we'll be on our way.
Okay.
How aware am I of who this is?
You are 98.763% sure of who this is, who that voice belongs to. But when you looked and saw this hooded figure, you can make out some of the features, and I remember last time describing some of the features. There are scales jutting out from his skin. So there's a certainty behind who it is, but
Yeah.
there's something different.
Yeah. Just start getting everyone in the wagon and make sure we're ready to go.
Kaine.
You're okay going over there by yourself?
I mean, you guys aren't in any condition to do anything.
What are you talking about? I'm just fine.
I'm fine. I can be there to heal you and stuff, I guess.
It shouldn't be an issue, but just in case, let's just get everyone in the wagon in case we need to go quickly.
All right, that's fine.
Running away again. Are we?
You
Kaine?
hold on. Hey, I'm talking right now, okay? You can wait. You've waited long enough. You can wait a few more seconds.
Oh no, I've waited so long. to see you again.
Just as I just got on the, just be prepared to go. You have to go. You know.
Oh, I see you made some more friends.
They're just an adventuring party. Just met. It's our first mission, and it's not going well.
It's going great.
You seem to have quite the crowd with you. You always did draw quite the crowd with you.
Well, you know, not always the best crowd, obviously, right? I gotta ask. It seems like you got some adjustments.
Adjustments. Adjustments. Sure. Let's call it that. Not cursed. Not damned. Adjustments.
Well, you know what? You did it to yourself.
Oh no. No, I don't think
No, you're not turning this on me. I tried with you plenty of times, and you know I did.
you did nothing. You left me. Left me.
You let innocent
end up like
die
this.
for no reason. Just for a job. Do you know I wasn't about that? I had a fine line. Okay? And you know there's plenty of other things I went with that you decided on. And you knew I had one thing that I said we would not do. You crossed the line there, and it was over. It was done. There was nothing left for me to do. I can't help those who don't want to be helped, and you didn't want to be helped.
Oh. No, I most assuredly did not need your help.
Yeah, and look where not having my help got you. Maybe if you would have listened to me for once.
Everyone make a perception check for me really quick.
I was gonna ask, can we actually hear this conversation happening?
Oh yeah, he walked close. He walked closer
Okay.
and is right up on y'all.
Woof.
Ooh, I'm gonna mute that tab.
Looks like I'm rolling just as well as I did on Sunday, babe.
Yeah, yikes.
I've got a +3 on perception and I got a 5.
Oh.
Yikes. I got a 14.
I got a 5 as well.
I don't trust that app anymore. Did I need a roll?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, me? Sure, why not? I have the wrong tab open. I got a dirty 20.
Nice. Trij and Wranran, you guys are a little bit maybe just too tired to understand what's going on, like not able to pay attention to the whole situation here. Nyapith and Kaine, you at this point are 100% sure, obviously, of what's going on here. You two, though, notice very clearly now. This person is a human, but there are scales ripping out of his skin in different places, and you can see where it is very unnatural coming out. And actually, Nyapith, based off of like the actual perception of what you can see and your general knowledge of your self and your own race, you can tell that these are like dragon scales. That's what they look like. Both of you seem to notice trailing behind him this wispy silver strand just kind of dangling out, kind of up towards the middle of his back. Maybe about 5 to 10 feet trailing behind him now.
You know what? Let me get the obvious out of the way. How are you even still here? I mean, even a normal human lifespan, you shouldn't be.
Oh, no, I definitely shouldn't. But, let's just say the last job we had a interesting clientele to them. And they weren't happy. And so when that clientele is not happy, their bosses aren't happy. And there are consequences. Consequences which should never have happened if you had left me.
So what do you want now? Because as you can see, I'm kind of busy.
Oh, yes. Making new friends, going on new adventures. You know what I want, Kaine. And I am so happy that I can finally get it. And he reaches behind him and pulls out 2 really nasty looking daggers. But as he pulls them out, this all kind of happens at once. He reaches behind him, and as he's moving his arms forward to show you the lethality and his anger and staring you in the eyes, as he's coming forward at the same time, he gets pulled back and slowly he fades. And the last thing you hear from him is and he's gone.
Nyapith's hand would have dropped to her mace in her belt, said, like, kind of like instinctively as the daggers came out, and as he got ripped back, she would have taken a couple steps forward. Now, what in the hay was that? Now, Kaine, what is that? What was that? I'm sorry, but you're gonna have to explain. People will just go vanishing out of nowhere. What was that?
He just falls to his knees in silence.
Nyapith's gonna turn and like look at him.
Dead. Blink stare. Processing. Everything.
So,
Hello?
So nothing?
Was that a ghost?
I think that's an excellent question, Trij.
That is a good question. Like, what exactly was he?
I don't know. I saw this strange thread coming out of his back. It looked like he got kind of yanked by it. I've never seen anything like that before in my entire life. And I've seen a few debt collectors. I know what a true up is when I see one. There, Kaine.
Not a debt collector.
He certainly seems to think he is.
It's an old acquaintance with a grudge that I didn't even know I had. I want to go look at the spot where he was. Like, just examine, look around, see if there's just anything out of place. Any sign of, like, what could have happened.
I'm not even going to give you, like, a check or anything like that. There's nothing. It's like... literally from that perspective, 1 minute there, 1 minute gone. There's nothing out of place. There's not really anything that nothing was disturbed or moved or anything else like that. Honestly, there's barely any footsteps.
All right, let's get going. We're already behind
No.
schedule.
Now
Whoa,
hold on.
whoa.
No.
We are
Nuh-uh.
not breezing past this one.
No, Kaine. Listen, I'm going to at least get a name for whoever the hell that was, because you see what just happened was someone showed up, tried to pull a dagger set on you, potentially us, because apparently we are friends now, and they have the ability to just right out of nowhere. So I am going to need you to explain just a skosh more than that before I'm getting in that cart, or quite frankly, before you're getting in that cart.
All right. Well, first of all, clearly that wasn't his doing. Or he wouldn't have been screaming no on his way out. Now would he?
Which is only more
Second of
horrifying
all,
because it means
We
there's
should
someone
start
else behind
moving,
it.
Because if they know exactly where we are right here, we don't want them coming back now, do they? Do we? Everyone's
Well,
been through enough already as it is. How about
Can
we
they-
get going and maybe we'll discuss this as we're going.
Maybe I'll stick my boot up your butt, and then you'll stop talking so much about the things that I don't want to hear. All right? Give me a name, and then we'll get moving. Who was that?
His name is Quentin. Now can we
Fine.
get going?
And Nyapith just turns around and like storms off to the cart. Well, come on. We're in such a hurry.
Trij has just been sitting in the cart the whole time because he's like, I don't know what's happening. This feels dangerous, and I'm not built for that.
Kaine's just gonna like one last look around and then just head to the cart.
And Warner was just sitting on top of the cart on the outside. If it's one of those type of carts.
Remind me, our cart driver's name is
Driver.
Driver.
Yeah.
Thank you. I knew it started with a D, and I was like, damn it. Nyapith is going to aggressively climb up into whatever little space is next to Driver in the front and sit down loudly, and she's going to, Driver, if you don't mind.
Yeah, you know what? At this point, I really don't mind. I'd like to get out of here.
Well, then hop to, let's get a move on.
right. Everybody's settled up in the cart. And
Yep.
away you go.
How long is the drive? There's the ride over.
Not very far.
Okay.
It was, yeah, not very far from the trail there.
Okay.
Something you were thinking about, or?
Oh, I wanted to know if because originally Nyapith and Trij were, had the intention of taking a nap.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Yeah. Things changed quickly.
Yeah. And I didn't know if this was a situation where it was actually like a 3-hour ride, and after an hour of what the heck happened, we could nod off.
I mean, if you're like me in the car, and
Exactly.
you know what I'm like in the car, even just a 45-minute to an hour trip, you could nod off a little bit, but it's still going to be like a bumpy road getting there. Doesn't matter much because it's getting to the point now where it's like late afternoon, early evening, and you are pulling on in to Phandalin. Let me. It's a little blank right now, but that's because you're new here. But you're coming back from the north. If you can't see where you are, you're up towards the top. That's the Triboard Trail there. And you're coming down through this path. And the rutted track emerges from this wooded hillside. And this is your first glimpse of Phandalin. The town consists of 40 or 50 simple log buildings, some built on old fieldstone foundations. More old ruins, crumbling stone walls covered in ivy and briars, surround the newer houses and shops, showing how this must have been a much larger town in centuries past. Most of the newer buildings are set on the sides of the cart track, which widens into a muddy main street of sorts as it climbs toward a ruined manor house on a hillside at the east side of town. As you approach, there's children playing in the town green, and townsfolk are tending to chores and running errands at shops. You see some people, as you're pulling up, give you some looks, but they all just return to their business as you climb on by. Sildar, as you come up to right up here, instructs the driver to pause, as this is Barthen's Provisions. Sildar gets out and kind of instructs everyone else to do the same. The cart and supplies go here. It is getting quite late, and we have had quite the ordeal. Few doors down, the larger building near the corner there, is the Stonehill Inn. I'm told it's very quaint, but I'm sure you will be able to acquire some lodgings there. I will remain here and get the wagon all taken care of here and settled up, and I will meet you there in some time. I also need to ask about Yarno. I'm gravely concerned, and I must talk to some contacts. But please, find your way to some rest and food, and I will meet you there.
Yeah. What was the name of that inn again there, Sildar?
I believe they call it the Stonehill Inn.
Right. And you're not going to do one of those things where you're going to go talk to some people about disappearing, right?
No, no, I assure you. We share some of the same intents.
Understood. Thank you, Sildar. And she'll put out a big ol' hand to shake his.
Vigorously shakes it back.
And we'll kind of like look over at Trij. All right, Trij, let's get you a proper bed, huh? You look like you're halfway to dreamland, just standing there.
Yeah, it's been a long day.
It certainly has. Wranran, Kaine, anything you want to do before we head up this inn?
As long as you're sure Sildar, as long as you're trusting Sildar, I'm fine with going to the inn.
Oh, we can go.
All right. And as we start moving further into the town, Nyapith is going to, she's got her yellow duster coat, and she's going to reach in and pull out a hood that's kind of been tucked back under the collar and pull that up over her head a little bit. Not in a very like lurking kind of way, but just in a way that obscures her features a little bit more, because she recognizes that she's a bit of a jarring sight, and will make her way to the Stonehill Inn.
Yeah, so let me... Oh, and I've got all these other windows going on here. Where is this one? Just to make sure that that's there. It's that one. And you walk up. It is a large, newly built roadhouse of fieldstone and rough-hewn timbers. You walk in, and there's a fairly large common room filled with locals nursing mugs of ale, cider, brews of all sorts. Some of them eyeing you with some curiosity, but again, just like everybody else, it's the whole someone new coming in, eye 'em up and down, back to whatever they're doing. There is a couple people walking around, but one person, young human male behind the bar.
I think Trij is still like, he's not quite awestruck anymore by all of it, but he's still trying to figure out how everything works out here. Because he really hasn't been out in this world for very long. And so he's sort of hanging in the back of the group, but like frantically looking around at everything. So
Yeah, don't be shy now. Come on in.
Oh, yes. Hello. And Nyapith will put up a hand. We're looking for some rooms to stay the night. Any chance you've got something?
Oh, I have a couple rooms for sure. Yes, welcome on in to the Stonehill Inn. Pleasure to make your acquaintance. You are quite a little various bunch, aren't you?
Oh, you know how it is these days. Takes all kinds. You wouldn't happen to have any sort of weekend discount going on, would you, for booking multiple rooms at the same time?
Oh, I suppose we might be able to come up with something. Yeah.
Who are we working for again?
We're working for Sildar, but we haven't been paid yet.
Okay. All right. Mr. Handkeep here, like, we're currently on a job, so we'll be based here for a little while, as far as we know. And we're working for Sildar, of course. So, do you think that? And trust me, this will be fine with them. This will be clear. Is there a tab that you just put this bill on, and they will cover it? I guarantee you. We literally just saved this man's life. It will be fine.
Well, I'm not too sure about that. Payments usually due upon, after
I'll
a product
make
has been
sure.
received. You don't have to worry about it right now if you still have some payment waiting for you. But I'm sorry, I am not familiar with this Sildar fella that you are mentioning here.
No, and it makes sense that it wouldn't be, considering we just got into town. No, we're just wondering about any deals. Perhaps you've got rooms with multiple beds per room.
Oh yeah, a couple of them can double up in there. We've got a couple doubles. We can make it as accommodating as you'd like.
Oh, that would be greatly appreciated. Thank you.
How much are you charging for 2 double rooms?
2 double rooms, and well, didn't you say you might be staying a while?
Yes, we're not sure. How your I have to say that your accent is quite it's charming. It's almost like I'm trying to pick it up here. It's a little jarring for me. I gotta be honest.
Oh, well, thank you, ma'am. I'm not quite from around these parts. I grew up to the east there in Tribor, but
Oh, is that right?
yeah, nice little town, that Tribor, but I came out here much like most others did around here to prospect, get me some mining equipment and dig up a few treasures, but well, I realized that just wasn't quite the life for me. Knew much more about running an inn and being hospitable to everyone else who was coming in here.
Oh, and I'm sorry, I didn't quite catch a name there. I'm Nyapith. It's nice to meet you.
Nyapith, very nice to meet you too, Nyapith. My name is Toblin Stonehill.
Toblin is and is this a family establishment? Did you just break away from the old homestead yourself?
Oh yes, this is my whole family's affair. I run this whole town, this little town inn here with my wife Trelina, and I got my young boy Pip.
Well, and how old is Pip?
Oh, he's a youngin'. He's still quite young, old enough to do a couple chores, mind you, but still pretty young. Not much to run things yet.
Oh no, I understand. You gotta enjoy them while they're kiddos. Make memories, all that. I would, love to meet them. And Nyapith, like, as they've been talking and like conversing, is starting to turn on that very like, oh, now tell me about that kind of charm in an attempt to like endear herself to this man, like in that very friendly, like, oh, like I will now become your favorite customer kind of way.
Okay. Well, yes, they do grow up so fast, those little ones.
They certainly do.
About time they start sprouting them teeth, they get a little personality of their own, become little terrors, But my little Pip, he's a good one. Everybody goes through their phases, but he's mighty helpful.
Well, if they're not testing us, are they really even ours? You know what I mean? They have a special way of really testing those limits, make us better people. But I think that's wonderful. This is a lovely establishment you have here, and I think we're all. I think I can speak for all of us when I say we're very fortunate to find ourselves here where we could stay the night. I know my friend Wranran here was wondering the rate for those rooms, but perhaps that we can maybe haggle that out a little bit closer to dinner time.
Oh, that's such a harsh term. Haggle. I never really did care much for that. Haggle doesn't even sound good in the mouth. Haggle.
Yeah, I spent so much time on the road. The sentiment is also the same. Just some of these other establishments aren't as nice as this one.
No, you can save the buttering up. I feel like you all are kindly enough, even though you've got the rough and tumble look in your group. I reckon y'all are some nice folks here, and if you'll be staying a while, we can work some things out. How about if you all are staying the weekend of sorts? We call it a 2-for-1 special. 5 silver piece a room, but for the weekend.
I think.
So 10,
I think
10 silver pieces for the weekend?
10 silver pieces. Split between the 4 of y'all for 2 rooms. Feel like I'm cutting a mighty good deal for y'all there.
Absolutely, you are.
That sounds good to me.
I don't have enough energy to care.
And,
Great.
And I'll give the innkeep 15 as a tip, the 5 as a tip.
All right. Well, hey guys, if Wranran's paying,
I'm paying.
Make sure you get all your orders in. But yeah, make sure you just mark off the 15 silver pieces off of your sheet. Should just be in that inventory there. If you click on the currency, you have a little thing sort of at the top right there, and you can adjust your currency from that location.
Okay.
And he's gonna look down at the little bit extra and be like, well, much obliged. Put that away, and goes behind the counter and shuffles around a little bit. Takes out a little logbook, and he just writes down Nyapith's name there, and kind of looks up and looks at everybody else and goes, "Nah, that she'll be fine. That'll be good. All right." And puts the book away and calls out, and he, Pip. Now where is that boy? Pip. And you see this young boy. He's maybe about like 10 to 12 years old, something like that. He's still like young enough to be very playful, but he's getting to that point of like slowly creeping on teenage years, and he's just kind of like, "Oh yes, hello. Oh yeah, Pip, boy, why don't you go and help these friendly adventurers here to their rooms?" Yes. And he comes out. He's a young little boy, and comes up and he looks at everybody, and he looks up like really at this tall dragonborn. He looks around at everybody else, and he like locks eyes with Trij, and he's just like kind of like chills out a little bit because there's someone like maybe kind of around his age. So he like gets that demeanor of like, all right, I gotta be cool. He's like, all right, yeah, yeah, you guys can follow me. And he grabs a couple keys and he takes you upstairs to the rooms, unlocks one door, walks right next door, unlocks the other door, and he hands you whoever's going to take it. He hands some keys. Just you know, let us know if you need anything else, and you know, make sure you bring the keys back, and yeah, we'll start serving dinner soon if you want dinner. Just come on downstairs and you can come get some.
Hey Pip. Maybe later. Do you wanna like hang out and play some cards, or do you know how to play Dragon Chess or something?
I mean, Dragon Chess is kind of cool, I guess, but
It's super cool.
I got some.
It's like my favorite game. We should play it because I think it would be a lot of fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
We can ditch these old guys.
Yeah, I just gotta like do some chores and stuff. But yeah, if you guys are still around, yeah, I'll just come find me, I guess. I'll be around, I guess.
Yeah, awesome. Okay, cool. Yeah, cool.
All right, cool. All right, yeah. Let us know if you need anything. Okay, bye. And he like
Bye.
awkwardly like not runs, but like walks away.
Oh, now look at that, Trij. She's making a friend already.
Shut up.
Oh, I'm right. Sorry, I forget. I mean,
We're not friends yet. We might play something together, and so I don't want to jinx it. Okay.
Because Dragon Quest chess is super cool, right?
Dragon Chess is super cool.
Mhm.
I could beat any of you guys at Dragon Chess.
Did you just call me old?
I mean,
Yep.
yeah. You're like 30. That's so old.
well, I'm just gonna go put my stuff away before my feelings get hurt.
Yeah, going in my room.
Nyapith is gonna start moving into one of the rooms. Trij, who do you get to pick, hun? Who you bunking with?
Trij.
Oh, all right, Trij. It sounds like it's me and you.
All right. What are the beds made out of?
Oh, I don't know. Let's take a look, huh?
All right, let's go to our
Yeah.
That's their problem.
Yeah, I don't care too much for the thread count.
That's the people who don't actually sleep.
Exactly.
Nice.
It's very important. You know, when you're sitting for those 4 hours.
But yeah, actually, I am really curious what the beds are made out of. Because Trij may have a really hard time sleeping in a bed.
I mean, these are.
If it's not literally like a straw bed.
I mean, these are like well put together like beds. They're not, you know, your sleep numbers or anything like that. Those don't exist in this world. I'm sorry. I know I could make them exist in this world.
I found a new goal.
Right.
I found a new goal. We're gonna be rich.
God.
Gonna invent the sleep number mattress in Faerun. They're I mean comfortable enough for like a
Okay.
good night's sleep and good rest and stuff like that. Is there anything very specific that you're concerned about as far
No,
as?
I'm saying again, he's still trying to get used to like humanity. And so beds are too soft. Like beds are too comfy. So
Well, it's still an inn, so like they're a little bit firmer than other things, but like
my guess is that, Trij is gonna sit on the bed. He's gonna wiggle around a little bit and go, nah.
Nice.
I'm just gonna sleep on the floor. I think that'll be easier.
What do
Yeah.
you mean you're gonna sleep on the floor?
It's too soft.
No.
This is too squishy.
Well, yeah, no.
How can
no.
anybody sleep on this?
Listen, when you're 35, you'll figure it out. But yeah, you don't need to sleep on the floor. Look, this is what we're gonna do. And Nyapith is gonna go over and remove the mattress from Trij's bed and add it to hers. So Trij won't be sleeping on the floor. It'll just be the hard bed frame of the bed. And Nyapith can benefit from that extra mattress. See, now I get a little something, and you get a little something, and you get used to sleeping on the floor. Trij, have you always been sleeping on the floor, hon?
I mean, yeah, I grew up in the woods.
Right, but they didn't have like blankets and nothing.
We
You just
didn't really have beds. We had things to cover up, but like, no, it was mostly just like sleeping in grassy knolls and just like finding a good spot of ground.
oh
It was pretty
Yeah.
great.
yeah. Did your parents teach you how to find the best? What did you call them? Grassy knolls there. That's
I
a
mean,
nice turn of phrase.
I mean, we all just kind of we worked as a group to find good places, but I didn't normally sleep like with the group, because with Sam and everything, sometimes people didn't like that I talked to myself at night. I wasn't talking to myself, obviously, I was talking to Sam, but they didn't know that. So normally I would just sort of find a little spot by myself. So, yeah.
Right. Okay. All right. Well, good news. Even if you and Sam decide to have some deep, late night talks about what it means to, be alive, I sleep like a stone. So you probably won't wake me up at all. We should be perfectly paired. But listen, you're very grown up and you're an adventurer and you're capable of making your own choices, but I might suggest that you wash up a little bit before hanging out with Pip on that dragon chest. I'm gonna go down and try to get some food squared away for us. Is there anything in particular you like? We've got options, I think, now with a real kitchen and everything. Got a favorite meal?
I mean, I'm still not cool, not super great with meat. So, maybe not that, but if they have some beans, I like beans.
Okay, all right. How do you feel about nuts?
Nuts are great.
Okay, all right.
Nuts are delicious.
All right. Well, I'll go get that squared away. Is there anything else you need to get feeling comfortable?
No, I'm great. Thank you. I mean, I'm good. And you're doing a good job here. Yeah.
Thank you. From colleague to colleague. And Nyapith will kind of click her heels together very seriously. And drop her stuff off, and she's going to head down to the main room.
Kaine and Wranran, you guys have your own room. Was there anything you guys are doing as you guys settle into the room?
Wranran, I got a question for you.
Go right ahead.
What makes you want to be a thief? Is it money, fame, glory? Is there debt? Did it just sound fun?
It was what I was raised into.
You're raised into.
Parents left me. The Thieves Guild found me, and ever since then, thievery is all I've done.
But is that what you want?
It's grown on me. I get some enjoyment out of it.
What's your end goal, though? Like, where does it stop?
It stops when I die. I want to be the most well-known thief. I want to be able to just, it's not even about the money. It's more about the recognition. Like, I want to be able to steal from kings and queens just because I can.
At what cost, though? What are you willing to sacrifice to get there?
To sacrifice.
Yeah.
I never thought of that. Because up until recently, I've normally been on my own, so.
But you're not anymore. So if it came down to it, would you be willing to sacrifice one of us if it was for the greatest treasure ever? Or even a slightly good treasure?
Slightly. No. No, we've, like, even though we've all just met, I've been working with Nyapith a little bit longer than we've been a party.
Mm-hmm.
The kid's growing on me.
I don't know why.
Philistine called me old, but he's growing on me. I'm not gonna lie, I still have some trust issues with.
That is perfectly fine, and really, I encourage that.
Speaking of which, you want to tell me what that was about on the trail?
The life of a thief. That's where it gets you. So, think about what you really want and think about what might happen and where it might end up the people you care about.
What did you sacrifice for that?
We don't have enough time to go through that list. And he's just going to get up and go out the door.
That's good timing. I feel like that conversation timed up perfectly with Nyapith also walking out the door. So you're walking out the door at the same time. And I don't know if you all forgot this or not, but coming up the stairs and around the corner to where your rooms are your little goblin friend who comes up and says, "Hey, all right, Who am I bunking with?
Trij.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. No. Okay. Come here, Vorp. Come on. I've got.
I'm in here with you.
Yeah, you're in here with us. But now listen.
Yeah.
We're gonna need to talk about some personal boundaries. All right.
Oh, don't worry. I tucked myself in the corner and I'm fine. Also, was this my voice? I don't remember if this was my voice.
Yes. It was very. You actually sounding like some of that moist cave air is you're starting to wear off. You're starting to sound a little more
better.
clean.
Wound's probably filling up. That's really what it is.
Yeah.
So you can actually properly breathe.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. I feel a lot better. Yeah.
But your accent came back. Okay.
Oh, well, yeah, it comes and goes. It's a regional thing. I don't know. But, yeah, just tell me which corner to go in. I'll just tuck myself in a corner. I'll be out of your way. I'll be super quiet.
No, it's fine. We actually find ourselves with an extra mattress. So, we'll stick that in the corner for you. It's none of your business there, Kaine. Come on in here, Vorp.
Mattress. Ooh la la. Oh.
Well, that's right. We're gonna get our money's worth.
Royalty.
Yep.
Hey, all right.
Vorp.
Yeah.
Good job today.
Oh, hey, thanks. I got a little scared at the end there, but it seemed like you handled that all right. You scared that guy right quick off. So yeah, that's good job on you too. I appreciate that. All right, I'm just gonna go get some shut-eye.
Yeah.
All right. Night. Hey, Trij! And he's gonna walk into the room. So now you guys are out in the hall. Nyapith is going downstairs for some food. Kaine, you were just leaving.
I was gonna get Trij and myself some food. I was gonna come over and see what you want. I'm assuming that Toblin's wife, Trylin, if I'm remembering right, might be able to put something together. Is there something you're feeling?
You know what? I'm all right, but check on Wranran. He's probably starving. He did a lot of heavy lifting today. Carried me up that rope a couple of times.
Yep. All right. Yep. That's fine.
Mhm.
And Nyapith will make just go over and open, knock, open. Hey, Wranran, you got any dietary restrictions? Are you gonna be happy with whatever they're making down there?
Just no cheese.
No cheese? No what? No cheese?
It does something to the
Oh,
to
I
the
am.
stomach.
I am so sorry to hear that. Gosh, you hate to see it. Well, all right. I will make a note and see what can be done. All right. Yep. No cheese. Wow. And she kind of like closes the door. And it's gonna head downstairs.
All right. Unless there's something else you wanted to do while you were down there, we can kind of fast forward. And you've ordered some food. The grand total comes to with everybody's food orders and everything. They're able to kind of make some of the arrangements for these dietary restrictions. You get a similar look, like, no, geez, what?
I know. It's you find joy in other places, or at least you try.
Yeah. But yeah, they're able to make a variety of dishes and find everything for everybody. And total comes to another just 5 silver pieces for the lot.
Nyapith is gonna like pull out her. I need to think this through. Okay, yeah, no, fine. Okay, and it's gonna be like that very soccer mom, like pulling out little bits of change. I think paying like inexact change kind of deal. But she'll. There you go. And then once we get this settled, I'll probably you guys got like a happy hour, or I'm gonna.
Oh, happy? Oh, I mean, every hour should be a happy hour around here.
Oh yeah, well now that's really cute. I do like that. No, it's fine. I'll just figure it out later. Thank you very much. If a man named Sildar swings by, he's about yay tall.
Little bit of an older feller, huh?
Yes, correct. Yeah.
Yes.
If he comes.
Yes. Oh, where did I put it? Here we go. And he pulls out 4 little bags and hands them to you. He stopped in, kind of was in a rush, but he wanted to make sure that you all got settled in and made sure that all of these got to you as well. Kept it safe behind the bar, but he was in a mighty hurry again to rush out the door, but he said he would be back at some point, so
Well, now, thank you, Toblin, for keeping an eye on this. This is much appreciated. Yes, perfect. You said he was in a bit of a hurry?
Oh yeah, seemed to be a little bit of a rushy Randy there. Yeah, he just came right in, dropped everything off, made sure you all were taken care of, and then he rushed out the door, mumbling something about a Yurno or something. But
Yarno?
Yes, that's the one.
Does that name mean anything to you? I know that my understanding is that he's local here. Sildar had some business with him.
No, been around for some time, and can't say that name sounds any familiar. Haven't had any much, visitors of many sort in the past couple months. Well, the last visitors we had, sort of. He looks around a little bit, and they sort of made themselves a little more at home, if you know what I mean.
Oh, well, that's unfortunate. A bit of a rough and tumble crowd, huh?
Oh yes, just mind yourself if you're going to be walking around the town, and I'm sure your group will be just fine. But yes, just mind yourself.
Anyone we should be minding ourselves around? Kind of a gang or a club?
Well, he looks around again a little bit, and still a few people kind of lingering around or whatever, but he looks around and kind of confirms, it's pretty okay, but he still kind of leans down and, well, I ain't been a fan of these folks that came around a few months ago. Call themselves the Red Brands.
Red Brand.
I mean, for the most part, they seem to do what they're going to do and keep to their own, but sometimes they can be a rather rabble-rousing bunch, and well, I try not to cause too much trouble, I've got my family to think about here.
Oh, absolutely. I completely understand. You want to make sure you set a good example and, keep them safe and all that. Is there they've got a center of operations somewhere we should be a little extra careful? I noticed there might be some that maybe frequent your establishment, but.
Oh, I mean, they have a chance to come in and out around here, but there's rumors of where they might be coming in and out of. I'm not one to to
of course not. Of
spread
course not.
too many rumors or anything
No.
like that.
Absolutely not. But if we were those kinds of people, where would we say they were coming out from?
Well, I don't know. I'm not too sure. And despite his best efforts, Pip comes around and pipes up. Carp knows. Pip now. Mind your manners. What's this that Carp is talking to you about again? Carp knows. He said that there were some of those red guys coming in and out of the woods, and he almost got caught, but he didn't. Now I'm sure he was just making pretend. You know he's dressing you, Nyapith. You know how these kids are with their imaginations and
right.
playing with their imaginations, the bandit and the guards and all of that.
Right. Yeah. I know my little one. His imagination gets the best of him sometimes. This cop. He another little youth here.
Oh yes, he's Alderleaf's boy, Quellin Alderleaf's boy over there. That's Quelline.
Sorry, spell it one more time.
Quelline.
Okay.
Alder Leaf. Quellin Alderleaf, yes. The Alderleaf boy is, well, yes, they have quite the imagination on them. These young ones. Wouldn't pay too much mind to them, but,
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, I understand. I understand there. And she's gonna look over at Pip and give a little bit of a wink. Sometimes things are really exciting. I completely understand. I believe that we had a bit of some exciting plans this evening. Plan there. Ain't that right, Master Pip?
Oh, I mean, yeah, maybe, I guess. If there's time. I still have like a couple chores left, but yeah.
If you wouldn't mind, I'm looking to stay busy. If there's anything I can do to help around, maybe free up Pip there. You see, one of my traveling companions is new to the area. Really use with some socialization with people a little bit closer to his age.
Oh yeah, the younger looking one that you had with you there. Yes. Well, I suppose we could do a few extra little dishes tonight, and you can be on your way and have a little bit of a play if you'd want. Are you sure? Yeah. Go on now. So Pip is just kind of, all right, okay, thanks. And he like drops the towel and like runs away, and he's gonna start running up towards the room.
Yeah, Nyapith is gonna remove her duster, revealing the armor that she has underneath, like the chainmail kind of deal, and is gonna pull back some leather straps to pull it up on her arms. All right, Toblin, I can help with those dishes. You don't mind a beer to tell some stories while we get to it, huh?
Oh no, I couldn't ask that of you, and please, actually, if you could keep the armor covered up. These red brands can, if they see a fight, they'll take it.
Oh, something to prove. I gotcha.
Not that I disapprove of the adventuring lifestyle, you understand, but
Oh no, there's a difference between making a living and starting a fight.
well, thank you. I appreciate that, but yes, I can't stand them. They've been, like I said, in and out all around for the past couple months, and that Wester just won't do anything about it.
Wester, you say?
The town master, Harbin Wester, kind of just sits around and lets them do as they will.
And you're saying that... I just want to make sure I'm tracking here. You've got a group of folks that have seemingly moved in over the last couple of months, causing a ruckus, and the local authorities are just kind of letting them run roughshod over the peace and quiet. Is that what I'm hearing there, Toblin?
We're just a quiet town, used to be. Then all this activity started coming up with the mines and the whole area around here, and well, yes, we just want to go about our lives here. We don't want any trouble. These folks seem to want to make trouble wherever they go, so...
Supposing somebody was wanting to help with the peace and quiet, is there someone... Would this Harbin be someone to go talk to?
You can try. A few of us have raised our concerns, but, well, he just kind of cowers away and... Well, if you don't mind me saying, and he looks around again, this time looking a little bit lower.
Yeah, Nyapith will kind of check her side of the bar and lean in.
The man is a damn fool. And that's all I have to say about that. And he, like, leans back and gives you the look
Nyapith
of, like...
nods and leans back. Then I'm catching a drift there, Toblin. To be sure. I'm catching a drift.
Well, I must be back to tending the chores here. I've got a few extras, and while I do appreciate your offer of assistance, won't be forgotten. I suppose you might want to bring those, those packages or whatnot to your...
I certainly will.
mates,
Certainly will. Might be down later for a little bit of a nightcap. It's been a day. I'll tell you what there, Toblin.
Oh, sure.
Been a day.
Sure. Well, we are a more family-friendly kind of establishment here, so we will close up shop with the bar and everything around midnight or so. But
That
please
is fine.
come down.
Fine by
Feel
me.
free to come down and have a drink before then.
I will. I look forward to it. Thank you. Thank you very much.
He sidles on back into the kitchen and do some dishes.
Perfect. Nyapith will... I don't think we have to play this out necessarily, but Nyapith will make sure that everybody gets their little pouch. And we can close out her evening. She absolutely would have, after everybody's like dinner is ready and everything, would have sat up on the end of the bar, nursed a couple beers, and just kind of enjoyed the natural ambiance of the tavern.
Sure. To kind of close that out a little bit, though, make a perception check and do it at advantage.
Okay. That is 14. Yeah, 6. So 14.
I'd say 14 is good enough to, notice a few other folks. You do hear a few other folks kind of murmuring and whispering about something to do about red brands. It was still kind of hard to make out, but like now that you've had this conversation, you were kind of paying attention to some key words. If there was a keyword or phrase happening, you would have had your ears perk up with all of it and focus in a little bit more. And so, the name Red Brand comes up a couple times. And at one point, there is... give me a second. Somebody mentioned something about comparing this place and the drinks and stuff that they have around here with something about a giant that's asleep. Where it wasn't quite able to make out exactly what they were saying, but there's something about a giant that was asleep that you were like, that was a strange thing brought to mind. And to resolve this, because I'm assuming that Nyapith would have looked at it, and everybody, I assume, would have looked at the little pouch as they were given away. The little pouch contains, actually, 15 gold pieces for each and every one of you. Kind of tucked away in the group was a small little note that was from Sildar and said, managed to up the price for the trouble. Be back soon. But this you can all put together that this is the payment that you were expecting from the carriage, with a little bit bonus on top.
Perfect.
So Nyapith kind of brought up the food and stuff like that. What's everybody else doing with their night?
Well, after
hold that thought, because I think Kaine was actually muted, and I just heard his...
I was mumbling to himself.
Oh. He's pacing back and forth, blah, blah, blah.
He was pacing back and forth in the halls, and he would have actually gone outside. Like, he kind of just wants air, so he wants to walk around the town.
Okay.
So that's his plan. That was his plan.
All right. Let's put a pin in that really quick. Wranran, what was it that you were up to?
After he finished eating, I figured he would just like head out into the town. He does better just being like around a crowd, just listening and gathering information from any conversation he would pick up. So I assume if there's like, because like what we're staying at is an inn, not a tavern, right? Because I would say he would check out like the local tavern.
Yeah, this is definitely more focused on the inn aspect than the tavern aspect. But people do come up there for drinks, just like you can go to the hotel for a bar, but more often than not, people are there to spend the night, not because it's the night spot. So you guys are heading out and about. Trij.
Yeah. Trij is super pumped that he kind of maybe made a new friend. He's still a little hesitant about it. But he's also like basically telling the kid, Pip, the story about what just happened to try to impress him.
Okay, so yeah, so at a certain point, I'm gonna kind of stagger a little bit here to assume that like that whole conversation with Nyapith wasn't while everyone's dinner was getting cold. That maybe the dinners got delivered and then came back down maybe for hers, and maybe she was picking at it while they were chatting or something else like that. So the timing of that to have Pip come up is perfect. So Pip comes running in, and maybe you guys have like that initial like, okay, like let's play, and you guys do like some game stuff and everything, and he's listening to you tell this story about, you know, your adventures. Is there any like, are there any like key things? Like what are you telling him about it?
I'm telling him about how it was so cool. I changed myself into a goblin like this one. And we convinced all these other goblins that we captured Nyapith, and we scared them all into thinking that I was super strong and way cool. And then
What?
Sildar, I hit him, but when I hit him, I actually healed him. It was pretty awesome.
What? How can you hit someone and heal them? That doesn't make any sense.
Because I'm not good at hitting, but I am good at sneaky things.
You're good at sneaky things?
Yeah, I am. Yeah.
My friend Carp is good at sneaky things too.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What does he do?
He's doing the same thing that his dad is doing. He's looking around, and he's like, so yeah, my friend Carp, he's told me that he was playing out by the woods one day, and he saw a secret tunnel, and like he was being really quiet, but like he almost got caught, and the Red Brands almost got him, but they didn't see him, so he managed to get away, but he was really, really close. I think that he's like, yeah, it was really scary, but like he thinks that's kind of where their secret hideout is.
Dude, do you think that tomorrow Carp could show me where that is? Because if I came and I walked up to the group and I said, hey, I know where we're supposed to go, they would think that I was the coolest. And they don't really, like, Nyapith tries to be nice to me about it, but like, I know they still think I'm a kid, even though I'm totally in it now. But, you know, I think, I think if I had some good information, then that would be pretty boss.
I
Do you think we could go?
I mean, maybe like he almost got in like really big trouble. So like, I don't know, but like, yeah, like I can introduce you to Carp. He's really cool. Just like if you guys are gonna be friends, can like we still be friends too though?
Yeah, totally. Oh my gosh, yes, I love that.
Okay.
So, would it be better if one of us looked more like an adult? Would it be safer that way?
I mean, what do you mean?
I can make myself look like your dad.
No, I wouldn't do that.
Okay.
That would get. I don't want to get in trouble, and I don't want you to get in trouble. And like, I mean, Carp is already a little bit in trouble. Like, He didn't
But
tell
if,
them.
but if a grown-up was taking him there, sorry, I can just see everybody.
I'm sorry, Sarah. Are you dying? Are you okay? Go on.
Oh,
I can make myself look like your dad. Oh, it was so good.
We're
okay.
changing the spell name of polymorph to make yourself look like your dad.
Oh my goodness. Right. So, but okay, back into Trij, guys. But like, if he had an adult escorting him to the cave, do you think he would get in less trouble?
No, because like they're really bad people, and like if you're gonna go there, you have to be like really, really sneaky. So like if you're really, really good at being sneaky, then like we should just either be really sneaky about it, or like I don't know.
I mean, yeah,
maybe
totally. I'm the
just-
best at being sneaky. I'm way better than the guys in the other guys in my group. So yeah, let's go and we'll go tomorrow, and then I can come back and I can say, guys, I found it, and it'll be great.
Yeah.
Sorry, I have to do this. Trij isn't wrong though. It really hurts my soul.
That was my thing. I was like, where's the lie? Where's the lie?
I mean, so far.
Sorry. Yep. Nope. Gotta throw that one out there.
So far. So yeah, you guys will like continue. Was there anything else like that you wanted to?
Nope, we're just making a plan to meet like super early in the morning,
Okay.
before his chores, so that or well, because he can't really call his friend. We'll get out as soon as we think his friend will be up, and have them, like, the three of us can, or the two of us can go to the cave.
Okay. So you guys are having fun and being all cool and stuff.
And Trij is just so excited that, like, this kid likes him, and is not immediately like, you're weird.
Make an insight. No, I'm just kidding. No.
Oh, my heart.
Nah, like they don't see a lot of kids around these parts, so like it's really exciting when there's other like cool kids that come by and stuff. Kaine, you left the inn and are walking around. Where are you headed to?
I guess really it's just kind of like surveying the town, but like not any actual direction, just kind of like walking around, thinking, checking things out, looking around, you know, just
Sure.
some footing.
Give me a perception check.
15.
And also an investigation check. We'll do two different checks for this.
That's a nat 20s or 27.
Beautiful. I was actually kind of hoping for something like that. So, you leave the inn and you're walking around. A lot less active this time of night. People are kind of putting their things away, doing any nightly chores. They've got the, beating the rugs out of all the dust and dirt from the day and all this stuff, getting ready for a new day. As you walk around, you can see a couple different homes, a couple different kind of just shops and things. Lots of it is people's homes. It looks like some of them are actually both. It's like a shop that's out of somebody's house, so it doubles up as something like that. But it's a quiet, quaint little town. The house that's right here, actually I should say, like, this house as you're leaving, and this other building next door seem like it's a little more like fancier, a little more decorative, and this building is a little bit bigger. It looks like maybe a community town hall type of place. Give me 1 second, because there's there. As you're walking out of the inn, you can definitely notice this thing right here. It looks like just a bunch of stones stacked up. Like, there's an organization to it, but it also is kind of haphazardly just kind of stacked up, kind of put together. And it looks like it is some sort of shrine or like holy symbol, holy area. As you are walking past that and down towards here and around here, you see a sign on the outside of this town hall area. It looks like it's sort of like a community messaging board kind of a thing, and there's a notice that's written in common right up front that says, "Reward, orcs near Wyvern Tor. Those of a mind to face the orc menace should inquire within." And it's got a little like insignia at the bottom and a really scribbly signature at the bottom. As you keep walking around a little bit, down this area, so this building, I need to find that building. Give me just a second. Where are you, that building? There it is. This building is a little bit more set up like a shop. Like, there's some goods in the windows and stuff like that, but like, if you can, with your perception and kind of looking a little bit closer at it, this has all sorts of provisions and things inside. And on the, like, outside the door, there's a hanging sign that is a picture of a lion within a shield. But this building right here has some, stacks of logs and stuff over there. There's a saw in the back. You can kind of tell that's like a woodworker's shop, woodworker's area. You get to like down towards like the edge of town here, and you start seeing some farmland open up, and you're maybe lost in thought, but then you're like, oh wait, maybe I've gone a little bit too far, because then it just kind of opens up to some farmland down here, and you walk back and look around down this direction. There's some more houses. You're pacing down here. If you look way far down right here, it's another larger farm area. This house right here is very, very nice. It is a little too extravagant for the area. It's still a little beat up, but it's nicer than the houses that you've seen. And then you come around here. There's some shops and things, and like old rundown house right here. And as you're walking through here, like right around here, you hear like loud, boisterous noises from inside this building. You look up towards the east right here, and it's just a kind of a larger building, but it's all in shambles, just absolutely just torn down and not much to look at, but still like a larger, what used to be a mansion standing up there. This shop right here catches your eye a little bit. It has a sign, like a small sign, like it was just made maybe within the past couple weeks. There's a sign out front that reads Rhodes Apothecary. And that was RHODES, Rhodes Apothecary. You take special attention to this, as you have that interest in herbologies and potions and things, maybe of all sorts. It does look like it's closed though for the night. Yeah, everything else like looks and seems fairly normal. You're picking up on the townsfolk vibe. This is a small, quiet town. Doesn't seem like too much happens around here, and everybody's going about their business and closing up shop for the night. Anything about any of the places that I've noted as you're walking around? Or is there anything else you'd like to do as you're walking around?
I think the only thing I'm doing right now would be just kind of like look at the shrine a little more, since it kind of does seem a little more out of place than like in a normal town kind of thing.
A young elven woman kind of walks up next to you. And the only reason why you notice her is because you have a very high passive perception. She kind of comes up. It's not much, but we do make do with what we have.
But what is it?
It's our place of solace, our dedication as much as we can. Are you familiar with Timora?
Let's just say I'm not.
I feel like this town could use Timora's blessing more than any other place I've been. There's much to her, but she is a goddess of luck and good fortune. Poor Phandalin could use a bout of good fortune. You look like you yourself could use some good fortune as well.
I mean, don't we all in some way or another? I got a question though. Town seems pretty quiet to me. Seems pretty normal, so why?
Why not? Why shouldn't a town such as this be boisterous? Why shouldn't a town like this call for help or call for need? It's a ruse.
Does this town need help?
In a few ways.
And those ways are?
Have you heard of, and she looks around. Have you heard of the Red Brands?
Can't say that I have.
You will. They may be quiet on some nights, but other nights and even days, they make themselves known. They have been plaguing this town for quite some time. I came here for different purposes, but I find myself unable to leave. Even after I was unsuccessful, I feel like there may still be hope for me and what I am yet to do, and hopefully this town.
What did you come here for?
What is your name?
My name is Kaine.
Sister Gariel.
That makes more sense now.
Are you familiar with the Harpers?
Let's just say I'm not.
Roll a history check for me. You've been around. You've been around a little bit. I'm gonna. The religion thing, I don't know, but this.
11.
I was doing a 50-50 on that, and so yeah, you might not know the nitty-gritty details, but in your travels, you have heard of the Harpers. The Harpers are a network of adventurers and spies that advocate equality and covertly oppose the abuse of power.
Oh yeah, I definitely would have heard of them. All right, yeah, I know of them.
Can tell you are very well traveled. I I'm here on behalf of the Harpers. I was originally sent here to investigate about a specific spell book. There is a creature not far from here. A Banshee. I sought this Banshee out to ask about this spell book, but she did not seem to want to speak with me.
What's so important about this spell book that you need it? Or better yet, what do you want it for?
Well, it is my mission. It was my purpose for coming here. I'm afraid I can't go into many more details than that at this time. You seem very capable. You have a kindness, yet a determination about you.
On good days, yes. Let me guess. You need help?
Perhaps. It grows late, and you also look weary. Should you feel a desire, come see me again. I'll tell you more, and maybe you are able to help me.
Yeah, we can talk more. I have people that I'm with right now. People. But I'd stopped running by them.
Of course. Take your time. I don't suppose I will be leaving anytime soon.
You know, simple towns aren't really that bad. They're peaceful. Right now, this one isn't, but that can change any day. You know, with a little bit of luck.
She continues the smile and looks back up at the altar, has a deep sigh, and says, "Good night, Master Kaine," and starts walking towards the building next door to the shrine. Wranran. You are wandering about the town, and I hope you're taking notes, because you can notice pretty much all the same things, but still give me a perception and investigation roll.
Got it. Starting with investigation. That is an 11. And perception is 18.
Yeah, there's nothing else other than what I described to Kaine. You're seeing all the same buildings and features and all of that. Is there any particular direction or area of interest that you would head to?
So as I was walking around, going across the apothecary, I am going to make a note of that.
Okay.
But I do still want to check out a local tavern if that's possible.
Yeah, as you are walking around, you may have taken a different path, but like at some points maybe you cross paths with Kaine. He was kind of in his own thoughts, so maybe like at some point you did a little wave or something. Maybe you kept to yourself, but you guys at least saw each other going back and forth. And as you get to this building right here, it seems really loud and boisterous.
Sorry, which building? I missed the ping.
This one right here.
Got it.
Do you go inside?
Yes, I would like to go inside. Sorry.
All right. I'm going to have fun with this. You walk in, and it is packed with people. Everybody's drinking, everybody's being loud, a bunch of people are drunk. They are just having a night. And as you walk in, you get that same look that you got from everywhere else. This time around, it really is like you walked in. If you've ever seen a movie where like a guy in like a suit or like neon shorts and like a neon yellow tank top like walks in to a biker bar, just like complete opposite of like cultures and stuff, right? There's this rambunctious everything that you walk in and they just everything stops. The music, there's no like piano, but music is playing. If there was music playing, there would be a record scratch, there would be stop and silence as you walk in and they look at you.
Don't let me stop the party. I would make my way straight up to the counter. And I'll ask for the house special, and then I'll ask for the house special, and then like, guys, keep going. Next round's on me.
There is a female dwarf at the bar that serves you, and she's just kind of going about her business and stuff, but she's even giving you some looks, like she's giving you like the balls on this guy kind of look. Sets down the drink and kind of looks around at everybody else and says, "Well, you heard him. And then everybody reluctantly kind of goes back to their conversations and chatting about and doing all that kind of stuff, and still kind of keeping a side eye on you, but they're still talking. And now it's loud, but it's a little less loud. Things are a little bit subdued now. You're a bit out of place, aren't you?
I've gotten that feeling. You guys never seen an elf around here?
Oh no, seen plenty of elves, seen plenty of all sorts.
You guys don't take too kindly to visitors? Like I'm just passing through and I just wanted a drink.
Suppose you are, aren't ya? As she's kind of going about her duties and filling up more drinks here and there, a guy comes up from one of the side tables. He was kind of off on his own, but he comes up, settles up to you next to the bar, claps his hand around your shoulder, and you you sure know how to make an entrance, don't you?
If opening a door is making an entrance, then I am the master of it.
And funny too. Yeah, I like you. Hey, I know what you said about that whole round thing, but hey, the next one is actually on me. Grista. Make sure he's taken care of, okay? And she kind of, the dwarven woman from behind the counter just kind of goes, So, visiting Phandalin. Welcome in. What brings you to town?
Just me and a group are just traveling, and we needed a break, and we're just passing through. We'll be out.
Group of you, huh?
Yeah.
Interesting. Where are you coming from?
But we're just on a little adventure, just traveling through many villages.
Oh, a little adventure, huh? I don't know. From my experience, there's no such thing as a little adventure. You know what I mean?
From what I was told, it was little, and I'm tagging along.
I bet.
What is your name, sir?
Oh. So rude. Sorry about that. Aiden.
Wranran, nice to meet you.
Good to meet you.
So after I said, like, why'd you take the round? Just curious.
Well, you're new here, so I'll let you in on a little bit of a secret. This is for as much of a small town can have a rough part of town, this is the rough part of town. And, I mean, even I had to sort of make a name for myself around these parts, otherwise they probably wouldn't even let me in here, you know?
What's a town without its rough parts?
Yeah, but no, the rougher the part of town, the less likely that everyone's going to take kindly to strange faces around here. Not strange faces, but you know, you're just new
Uh-huh.
around here, and
I thought you were calling me ugly for a second.
there's that humor. No, my friend, no. Just I consider me a friend around these parts, all right? And I'd like to help you out. I like you, Wranran. And yeah, any questions about anything, any place around here, you can let me know. I'd be happy to show you around. And you know, make sure that your stay here is uneventful.
All right. Well, since we're talking, I do have a couple questions.
Yeah, go for it.
What do they sell down at that apothecary?
Now that place, I have no idea. That's some, I don't know, some old kooky guy lives there, and yeah, we don't really, for as rough and tumble as this group can get, we don't really go in there that much. Seems harmless enough.
Well, good to know. Good to know. And then my second question: what makes this the rough part of town? It honestly looks just like the rest of the town. And I've been to my fair share of slums.
Oh, when I say rough, I don't mean rough like that. I mean, you just gotta watch what you say and do around here, because you don't want to upset the wrong people. You know what I'm saying?
The wrong people. From what I've gathered since I've gotten here, to seem like a quiet town.
Yeah, and
If the roughest part is just getting a couple dirty looks, yeah, this is a really quiet town.
oh, we're just having a little bit of a celebration here. You know, it's a fun night, and we're taking a load off. But on any other night, nah, things would be a little bit different. And we like to keep the peace as best we can around here. You know? We don't want any trouble. We don't want any unfortunate circumstances. Do you know what I mean, Wranran?
Yeah, I'm getting you. No one likes trouble. No one wants trouble. Trouble is always unwanted.
Always.
What are you celebrating that makes this night more welcoming than others?
Oh, we just had a good night. Feel like with your vibe I'm getting, you might have had some similar good nights yourself.
My fair share.
Yeah, so yeah, boys here, we just wanted to take the load off, you know?
You and the boys, so that you traveling with a group yourself?
Oh no, we're residents.
Hmm.
Yeah.
What could y'all have done in a small town like this?
Oh, there's lots to do.
I saw like 20-ish buildings. And those were the newer ones.
Give or take. But, you know, it's all in a day's work. And hey, speaking of work, and he slaps you on the shoulder again, looks like you made some short work of that their beverage. Now, would you like another, or I don't know, maybe it's getting a little bit late and you should go check up on your friends?
I'll have one more because I do have another question. So, what can you tell me about just the town in general?
It's a good town.
All right, now, between two people who've had their fair share of celebrations, what can you really tell me about the town? Something really good, because a group of guys like you in the rough part of town just celebrating, you guys pulled off something big. What'd you steal? Who'd you kill? There's no dishonor among thieves. Hey, I want to celebrate with y'all.
Make me a persuasion check.
Oh, that is a 5.
Aiden's going to, you have gotten the second drink by now, and may have taken a sip or two, and he is going to kind of grab the drink and pull it back towards him and stare at you and say, I think that's enough for tonight. You look like you've had enough. You should go check on your friends before your friends have to check on you.
And I just shoot him a look like, looking to fight? Don't want to cause a scene though. Good talk, Aiden. You know, it was nice to meet you.
Likewise.
Hey, enjoy the rest of your celebration. Take care of yourself. And I get up and leave.
You can feel the eyes on you as you walk out the door. As you step down the few stairs of this establishment, we pan up to the name of this rough and tumble bar. And it's called the sleeping giant. Why don't we take a break as we have gone through everyone's variety of evenings here? I'm going to assume that after all of that, we're all very exhausted. So make sure, as we head into break, you go ahead and click that long rest button to give yourselves a long rest, because you all were able to get to sleep at hopefully a reasonable hour. Pip eventually had to go to bed, all that stuff. Yeah.
Since I don't sleep technically.
Sleep, trance, yeah.
Well, because one of the things is his trance currently is actually mentally focusing on his potion crafting. So he's pretty much mentally going through the whole practice of it all.
Okay.
So that's currently his focus. So that's his thing until I see otherwise.
Okay. Doing all of the fun things that we've learned. There's a lot of stuff happening. Where the group will go is anybody's guess, including my own. But it is the bright early morning of the next day. Everyone is still kind of sleeping. A few folks might be, bustling, getting ready for the day and their early morning chores and stuff, but it's still pretty quiet out. And yeah, we were just talking that Trij would be the first one up.
Yep.
Did you have like a specific plan? What was your plan?
I mean, I think the plan was that and I would meet and then go try to wake up Carp so that Carp could show me where this was. Like throw stones at his window or something.
All right. So you guys wake up a little bit early. Oh, I just lost all those. That's okay. I just have to resize some windows here. Sorry, really quick. Yeah, you guys wake up kind of early and you guys meet up like down in front of the inn and you guys head down to the Alderleaf farm in this area. So going down to the house, yeah, Pip knows like which room belongs to Carp, and showing off how sneaky you are. Why don't you make a stealth roll for me?
Oh no. Oh, sorry. Oh, come on. That is a 3.
Your armor is at disadvantage?
Uh-huh. Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Yeah, Pip's a little wary of like just how stealthy you are. Like clanging and clanging around, because like you guys are sneaking up to the house and stuff, but like every few steps there's like a jingle or something like that with your armor, and he's like, dude, what do you...
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's actually really quiet. It's quieter than you think it is, and everybody's sleeping, so don't worry.
Yeah, you're gonna wake everybody up. Shh.
It's fine. It's fine.
You kind of creep up, and you get to the part of the house, and do a little rap on the window. Because for whatever reason, in movies and stuff like that, a lot of bedrooms are on the second floor. His room's on the first floor.
Fantastic.
So he just raps on the window and gives it a few more taps. And this other 10 to 12-year-old young boy comes up. And he's just all like tired, looking out, and he looks out his window and he sees his friend, and he sees somebody he doesn't recognize. And Pip's like, and he turns around, and you guys are sitting out there for a couple minutes, and then he comes back to the window, and he's since changed. He slides open his window a little bit. What's going on?
Hey, I'm Trij. I'm an adventurer, and Pip tells me that you found a tunnel that could be very
Pip.
important.
Pip, I told you not to tell anybody about that.
No, but I'm cool. So,
Oh, Pip, is he really cool? Who is he?
I am an adventurer.
Yeah, he is like an adventurer, and he's totally cool. Like, he was telling me how he was sneaky, and there's one time when he changed into somebody else, but they're adventurers, and I thought maybe that, like, I don't know, maybe these guys could actually help. You're really an adventurer?
Yeah. Yeah. Because I am an adult now, and but I'm way cooler than most adults.
Okay.
But I'm like not that adult because I'm only 14, but I'm like way an adult though. So it's fine.
Okay. I mean, you're not gonna tell anybody, are you?
Well, I might talk to my group when I get home and where this is, because I can't defeat all of these people myself, but I think my group can, because we got some big strong people. So if you show me where it is, then I can show them, and then we're really in a good place.
I mean, okay. Okay, give me a second. And he like goes back in his room really quick. And he comes back to the window and he's like, I don't have a lot of time, so we gotta be quick, but we need to be quiet, okay?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
I'll hold up my armor like this, so it doesn't clink as much.
Oh, okay, let's just go. And climbs out the window. And he takes you around this way. Like, you guys traverse the farm, go out to the field here, and then go into these thickets, these woods over here. And he takes you up to like just a certain point. Make another stealth roll for me.
Oh, buddy. 10.
So it's still got some clanks, but it's not as bad as you're like
Yeah, because I'm
hooking
holding
yourself. And like you hear something and you're like on it to like go and stop the clang and minimize the noise. And you are walking around up to a certain point and Carp stops everybody and he's like, up there. I don't want to go any further because I almost got caught. And my parents got really mad. So like, but it's over there. I saw some real big ugly bandits coming out of that tunnel over there.
Big ugly bandits. Those
Yeah.
guys are jerks.
Yeah. I think that old house up there, and you can barely make out like the ruins of this mansion that was up there. I think there's a secret lair up there. And so like, yeah, so they come through here sometimes. So like, I don't know. We should go though. We should go back.
So it's that cave. It's that cave right there.
Yeah, that's where they come through. There's nobody there right now, but I promise there's people there.
Okay. I'll bring my friends back. Do you think we could go through your farm again? Because I'm probably not gonna know a longer way around.
I mean, we could. I mean, if you're careful, or like, I don't know, you can ask, I guess.
Okay. I might ask your dad if
But you don't hear about it from me, okay?
No, what I'm gonna say is that because I'm a satyr, I like to sleep in the woods. And so if I could walk through the farm to go to your woods, that
Oh,
yeah.
okay, yeah,
Because
that's okay.
your dad probably doesn't know. So
No, we haven't really seen anybody like you before. But just don't tell my dad that it was me, okay?
okay.
So
I
I'll get
won't say anything to your
in trouble.
dad about the tunnel at all.
No, or that, yeah, don't, because I'll get in trouble.
Okay.
Okay.
Great. And then we head back.
Yeah, you head on back and you get to the farm and you drop Carp off and you head back to the inn. Maybe one more stealth check. Also, hello. Wait, where was that? Hello, Starlight. Thank you for the raid. Hello, everybody.
Yay.
13. Keep getting higher.
It's
But
getting
also,
there.
how have I rolled 3 13s?
That's pretty impressive. 3 13s in a row. Yeah, so you're in well practice holding your armor and sneaking in and everything, and you manage to kind of make just enough noise that like people acknowledge you, but they don't know that like you were coming or going or whatever. Like you were just you're doing your thing. So you make it back up to your room, and now that that's over, I feel like everybody might be waking up and coming out of their trances and all of that. So what's the day looking like for everybody?
Oh, hi, Trij. I just woke up. You got a early start on the day there, huh?
Yeah. So, I've got something kind of important to tell you. Don't be mad.
Oh, is that okay?
So-
Generally, I'm just gonna pro tip there. just don't warn people that they're gonna get mad? Because I'm gonna tell you the desire to preemptively get mad is now high there, Trij.
No, but it's a good thing.
Okay.
So I snuck out this morning with
You snuck out.
I snuck out with morning. Because Pip told me that Carp. No. I didn't tell you that Carp was the one who showed it to me. Don't tell his dad, because his dad would be really mad.
Yeah.
But they showed me a cave, and the cave had bandits in it. I didn't see the bandits, but Carp, my informant, told me that the bandits were in there, and then that house that's broken down, they said that that house is their hideout. So I think we need to go there and beat up some bandits.
Oh, now hold on there, Trij. I think we need to think about this.
No, this is a good idea.
Oh, no. Listen. I think that this showed a lot of initiative, that you were very careful in procuring this information. I think you're a valuable part of this team. I make no mistake about that, Trij. I was down. Well, we should probably get Kaine and Wranran in here to have this conversation, because a lot of what you're telling me is what the innkeeper here was telling me, and I think we might need to be careful about how we carry ourselves through the next little bit. You're sure that you weren't seen or followed? You carried your armor like I showed you.
Yeah, I carried my armor. It did clank like a little bit, but
yeah.
I don't think that anybody. I mean, I didn't see anybody, but also we were in the woods.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. Let's go get the others, and we can have a little chat before maybe getting some breakfast. Good work, Trij. Maybe next time, give me a heads up when you're gonna, get into some kerfuffles with the youths.
I am an adult, and you are not my mom, and so I don't think that I need to let you know every step that I am taking every day.
I think that that's an absolutely valid point there, Trij, but I would like to think that we see each other as equals, as partners. And when you partner with someone, you trust them and you tell them things that maybe you wouldn't tell other people, so they can both make educated decisions on what they want to do next.
Yeah, that's what I just did. I came to you now.
Right. Well, let's go take this to the others then. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It's wonderful. It's wonderful. Nyapith is gonna get up. Is gonna get up and kind of brush her pants off. And she's gonna say, "Now listen, Trij. Kaine's gonna be kind of a jerk to you about this, okay? You know that, right?"
I mean, he's always a dick to me. It's fine.
Okay. Just as long as you know that he's gonna, oh, and were you safe, and how stupid, and as long as you know. All right. Nyapith is gonna go over to the corner where Vorp's probably still curled up on the little mattress that she's like kind of folded into the corner for him. And she's gonna like pull the covers back up over his shoulder and like tuck him in a little bit. All right. Yeah, we'll make sure to leave out some water for him. All right. Knock on the door of the other. Are you both awake in there? We've got some company business to talk about before we get on with that day? Are you decent?
Yeah, we're decent. You good, Kaine?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Right.
Nyapith's gonna like open the door. So we can either talk about it up here or we can talk about it over breakfast, but it is of a sensitive nature.
That should probably be in here.
Great. Yep. It's just gonna look
Yeah.
at. All right.
Yeah.
Trij, tell him what you told me.
Right. So this morning I went to the woods with some companions and informants, and they showed me where there is a cave that has an entrance.
Wait. What companions and informants do you know?
You don't need to know who they are. They told me not to tell anybody.
All right. How about we guess this? You've literally only talked to one person since you've been here one
Nope.
night.
I mean, I talked to a couple people last night.
Who?
I talked to the owner and his son and his wife and Sam, but that was just a little side conversation.
Oh, so the dad probably told you. I'll talk to him about that later.
No.
Well, no, you
No.
probably shouldn't mention that. Toblin,
No.
Listen here. I had a conversation with the innkeeper last night. He mentioned that there's this group, the Red Brands, that giving the people around here a bit of a trouble. Pip mentioned at that time that he had a friend who knew about a way in. Maybe almost got caught. I'm assuming that's how Trij found out through talking to Pip. But anyways, let Trij finish.
So they showed me where the cave was and said that the old abandoned house is also their hideaway. And so we should go to the cave and beat up some bandits and maybe go to that house and beat up some more bandits.
So you're
Because
telling
we
me
are adventurers.
You're telling me a group of small children went to the entrance of
No.
bandits.
I'm not telling you that.
Pretty obviously seems to have a pretty good grasp on this small village. And you thought that it was a good idea to just go on your own.
First off, I am an adult. So I was accompanying the maybe younger, maybe older, you don't need to know. Again, my informant is asking to not be talked about. And not to tell their dads. So, I mean, let's just go to the cave. We know where they are now.
Oh. How many people are in that cave?
I did not get close enough to see inside the cave.
Okay.
There
do you know
were
what kind
no
of weapons they have?
There were no people there when I was there.
Have you, I don't know, considered the danger level of going in there blindly?
Guys, we just took out a bunch of goblins.
Yeah, goblins.
We can handle anything.
Goblins. You know the difference, right? Like you're fully aware, Mr. Adult.
Oh, now time out, Kaine. I'm going to step in here one more time. Since you'll know everything about everything, all right? Cut him some slack. Just because he's a grown-up doesn't mean he knows everything. We can't all be know-it-alls. But what I'm saying is...
Are you saying that you're encouraging him to go off with a group of small children to a dangerous cave?
I've already told Trij how I feel about it. I don't feel the need to embarrass him in front of the rest of the party. But what I will say is this. He showed initiative. He was careful. It's the same trust I would entrust with either you or Wanden here. I don't see it has to be any different just because he's a younger person.
Yeah, I mean, both of you guys went off last night.
I'm sorry. What? Did you all? We're supposed to get a nice rest. We paid good money for these rooms, and you're telling me that you didn't even stay. What's the point in paying for them if you're just going to go out and be out and about?
Sleep, right?
What?
Like,
We
we
don't
don't
sleep.
really sleep, so we don't. That's why I said for us to be in the same room, because it'd be less disturbing if we were in the same room. Because I knew that we both
Next time you barter for your own rates. I'm not paying for rooms if we're not sleeping. This is absurd. But listen, this is what I'm. We got paid by Sildar, right? And he's trying to make contact with this Yarno person, but there seems to be a bit of a kerfuffle. Meanwhile, there's this fancy band of ruffians that have moved into town, causing a bit of a trouble.
Yeah.
I feel like the two things might be a little bit connected here. So while I don't know if I agree with Trij about running in, I do think that it's really great that we now have a way in should we need it. It's called thinking ahead, and I like that, Trij.
That
does. It would have been like, I don't know, winking anybody else up to go with them.
Once again,
literally
I will say my informants
randomly appear and disappear. What's stopping them from doing that again and just easily taking you away?
Nope. They did not want to have any real adults. No, I'm a real adult. They didn't want to have anyone over the age of 20 to accompany. That's all I'm going to say about that, because you guys might talk to their dads, and I won't.
Well, I mean,
I forgot us old people are lame.
How handsome are their dads? But that's neither here nor there. Wranran, you looked like you were trying to say something there.
Yeah, so everything that Trij just said matches up, because I did have a little bit of a run-in with them last night.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, just at the tavern around the corner and down the street, down the road from here.
You mean that really loud place?
Yeah. The Sleeping Giant, I believe it was called.
Oh, that makes so much more sense than what they were saying down in the communal area last night. Anyways, continue. You say you talked to some of them, seen some of them?
I've seen a group of them. They were celebrating something, but I couldn't get any more information than that without turning it into a bar fight.
I really don't know which one of you is dumber right now. At least Trij was just in the open with the daylight and took the chance. You literally walked into a bar full of them. You're just lucky to be alive.
I mean, it could be worse.
Yeah, true. But in my defense, I did not know they were bad guys.
You damn well did.
I did, but.
Well, so we have a secret entrance. We've carefully negotiated a bar altercation. I had a lovely time. You should really try the cider here. It's rather pleasant, good company. Just kind of sat down with my thoughts and collected my goals and ambitions. Kaine, apparently you were out and about. You happened to stumble upon any trouble, interesting items?
Yeah. I mean, I'll go with the simple one. There's a posting just for an orc. Seems like an easy thing to deal with if we really want to help this town.
All right.
And then there's an agent of Harper here trying to get a spell book from a Banshee. And
the
she seems to need, yeah. And she seems to need help. And, I honestly think we probably should help. But that's up to you guys. Seems like this town needs a lot more help than I thought.
Well, all right. Sounds like we've got a choice to make here. We've still got Sildar, who's looking for this Yarno. We want to finish out this job here with, what was the little dwarf's name? I can't remember. The one that tried to sell us down the river. Pebblelooker or something like that. What was it? Oh. Rockseeker. That's it. Gundren Rockseeker. Yeah. All right. So he was kidnapped, and Sildar's keen on getting him back. That's why he's trying to talk to this Yarno folk. We've got these red whatevers, you know. I don't understand all these groups with their little club names. Red brands. Do you think they actually have brands? Do you think they... that's neither here nor there. They're causing a fuss. It sounds like the local townkeeper, a man named Harbin Wester. Harbin's not really doing much about it. The villagers have complained. But if these red brands are involved with our Yarno character, that could be a problem if we want to continue to help Sildar through to the end. As for the other work, if we can do that in the meantime, I'll be honest with you. My ambition is to set up a reputation as an adventurer who gets the job done down to the root cause. You know, I don't like to leave things half-baked, though I do enjoy a half-baked cookie every once in a while.
Yeah, so we should go for the bandits.
No.
Well, I think we should try and get a hold of Sildar. See if he made contact with his person. Wranran, you said you saw some of these red brands. How rough we talking? They look like a stiff breeze could blow them over, or are we dealing with something with a little more hot?
I was about a drink and a half into the night. Those ales were pretty strong. If I finished my second glass, I probably would have tried to take them. They didn't honestly look too strong. They have the numbers though. From what
How many?
Roughly 15 to 20.
Oh.
And that was just the tavern. Who knows how many? If there is a cave, who knows how many there's in there?
Listen, I've been through my fair share of bar fights, and I don't like those odds.
15 and 20, you're still gonna start a fight with them, huh?
If I finish that second glass.
Well, let's think about this. We need to try and keep a low profile, whatever we try to do. So let's just do our best to not be a bunch of characters around town, maybe? Huh? Do you think we can?
Look at this party.
I mean, I am a satyr. People just look at me weird.
And then we have a dragonborn, and we have a thief who went into a bar and caused a scene with them. And they're probably fully aware who he is now.
Almost caused the scene. And yeah, I'm gonna have to keep a lower profile than you three, definitely.
All right. Well,
I got a question. Did you tell them about us?
They know I came with a group. That's all I left it at. They don't know how many.
This place isn't large. It's probably everyone already is aware that we're here.
Right. Well, but they don't know why we're here, is my point. If we keep it to the same story, we keep our heads down, we should be all right. All right? I have a bit of a shtick when I'm going from place to place, and believe it or not, I understand I'm a little bit of a sight. And she gestures to her nearly 7-foot tall blue frame, and goes, "But I'll tell you what, you learn quick how to just be a pleasant face and move on. So if you don't mind my suggestion, Kaine, perhaps we just continue to be pleasant as we can be to the locals, help out here and there. Maybe we take that orc job and pretend like that's our focus until we can get a hold of Sildar, or this Harper's situation that you're on about. I mean, isn't that supposed to be some kind of secret organization? Someone just walked up to you and said, "Hi, I'm in the Harpers."
When you have a conversation, you have a conversation. Or when you're desperate, you're desperate. And I feel like she's desperate.
I mean, that seems about right.
I'm not much of a history buff. The Hoppers are.
Oh, it's this little club. It's kind of like the Lord's Alliance. You know, they're my competition. All right, okay. They're like a adventurers guild. They set themselves about.
It doesn't have to be a competition, though.
Well, if it is, if you want to make a quick buck there, all right.
Be good things. You don't have to make a quick buck. You can just do the right thing.
Yeah, and good intentions don't build schools. All right, money does. So
no, they do though, because the good intention is building the school. The good intention is saving the town. The good intention is doing right.
I'm gonna need you to shut up because I haven't had any coffee or any food. So before you get preaching on me, I'm just gonna need you to put a sock in it. All right?
Or you what?
So before this gets any more out of hand. So the Harpers are a guild, basically.
They're people who do good things without.
Yeah. So if let's say we were to help them first, would helping them help rid the red brands, rid the town of the red brands?
No. It's not connected. If it is, then this is a wide net situation that might be over our heads.
Because I'm assuming they know about what's going on in this town.
Yeah, but they probably don't care. They just seem like a large group of thugs, basic thieves and bandits. They probably don't want to deal with a Banshee and a spellbook. It's just too much effort for them. They're gonna go for the easy scores. That's what they do. That's what they are. Their powers and their numbers, and they just pick on the weak. They don't want challenges.
No, I'm saying would helping the Harpers help us, like help the town get rid of the red brands?
It might, depending on why that agent's here. But we also have the Lord's Alliance with Sildar, the same kind of deal.
These aren't even the same things.
They might not be.
Same contracts. They're not.
Well, that's
what
I'm
related.
saying. They could be. If we play our cards right, we can break this table in half in our favor, is what I'm saying. If we get Sildar and his Lord's Alliance folks and the Harpers all indebted to us in some way, I mean, that breaks out pretty keen for us.
Sure.
Instead of running into a cave full of bandits, which probably is more than 20.
But is very brave, Trij.
No, yeah, finding the cave was great. I just mean before we rush in there and try to fight and most likely be outnumbered.
I think we need a little more information.
So
well, could we at least like swing by
No.
today? No, because
No.
I
Hear him out.
might forget where it is.
Okay.
Can you draw a map?
And we'll refind it. Here's the thing. And we're kind of
So-
trying to keep a low profile. Going to a secret tunnel in the middle of the day is not how you do it.
I'm a satyr. It's in the woods. What? Like, I
Are
don't
we
understand
here?
why everybody's freaking out about it. But I just want to make sure that I remember where it is because, it was in the woods, and we did walk through a farm.
What farm?
Okay.
The Alder leaf farm.
Where is that?
It's on the south side of town. Southwest side. Right? West.
That large farm?
East.
Yeah, the big one.
So we know where this entrance is, and we might be a little bit hairy on the details, but perhaps we can spend today stocking up on provisions. You know, I wouldn't mind getting a few things, especially now that I've been paid. I'd like to tend to some personal business. I'd also like to talk to this townskeeper. This what was his name? Horton Harbin. This Harbin, just to get a better understanding of why these red brands have been left unchecked, even if it's just a brief conversation of he doesn't care. At least then we can get a better understanding of what we're dealing with. If we decide that that's something we want to do. Sorry, what was that?
He could be getting paid off.
Oh, probably. He could be one of them. It could be his brother-in-law's weekend project of starting a revolution. Who knows? It could be all sorts of things. But we won't know if we don't ask.
I think if we're going to go that route, we need to stick to that route because if they do have traction in this town like they seem they do, anything else we do is just going to bring more eyes on us, which is going to make it harder to get to them.
Well, it sounds like we've already got eyes on us whether we like it or not.
Yeah, so imagine we keep doing good things in the town that they aren't generally known for doing good things.
Didn't say we're going to do any good things. I say we just go talk to him and ask a couple of questions about that adventurers passing through would ask. We take that orc job that is hiring for out of town, so it looks like we're on our merry way. We try to make contact with Sildar. None of those things get in their way. We're just minding our business, keep a low profile, and then we can decide if we want to go this secret tunnel way or however. I'd like to play my cards close to my chest, Kaine, believe it or not. We all have the same ambitions here.
I'm
don't.
fine. I'm fine with that idea. Just because, like, if anything, even if it does puts us on the red brand's radar, it is one less problem they have to worry about if we get rid of their orc situation.
They don't care about that stuff.
They will if the orc comes raiding the town.
It's not even in the same town.
It'll just look like adventurers looking for the next job, which, as far as I'm concerned,
You're not
we are.
wrong.
And that gets us out of town for a bit.
If we need it, yep. This Harper woman, need any other details other than just some spell book?
I told her that we would talk to her today.
All right, well. Sounds like we've got a couple of stops to make. How do we want to cut this this day up? We want to stick all together?
You know, honestly, at this point, it might be the same option. As much as it'll probably slow everything down.
Well, I think we'll be all right. I'm going to go make sure I get water and some raw bacon for Vorp. I think it's probably best if we leave him here.
He eats cooked food,
Yeah, I know, but he just seems to like the undercooked parts. I was watching him last night. And he just, I don't know. My concern is if he, pardon?
Did you make sure to leave him some water?
Oh yeah, they left the dish out. He's already drank it clean dry, so we're gonna have to make sure to add some more.
He'll be
I
fine.
honestly don't think he's used to having water without mud in it.
I mean,
I half expected him to complain about the flavor, and to be honest, that's probably how he's getting most of his nutrition is the mineral content.
He'll adjust. It's fine.
I know. Well, we're gonna have to try and introduce vegetables soon because he is jaundiced to high heaven.
Good luck.
I know that goblins are a different color, but I don't think they're supposed to be that color.
It's rude of you to judge him that way. You're not.
No, it's just just the sunken features.
I mean,
I understand, but I just
wound that almost killed him. He's probably not going to look.
Well,
good
now that was self-defense, and he and I have had a
that's
long talk about it.
Fine.
Again, last night was very productive for me. I stayed in. I minded my own business.
I get that, but I mean, you gotta cut him some slack until he's fully healed. I'm just saying, like, poor little Vorp's been through a lot lately. Okay,
Kaine, I think that you're just going to be contrarian to anything I say.
Yes.
Right. She's gonna get up. And all right. Well, how about this? I'm gonna take care of Vorp. I'm gonna leave a message with Toblin in case he hears from Sildar that we're just out in the town, so he knows to come looking for us. And then I'm planning on trying to get a few things. So how about we meet out front in, I don't know, 20 minutes?
Sounds like a plan to me.
Yep.
Right. Hey, Vorp, do you like cooked bacon better? I was gonna get you raw bacon. She walks out.
All right. So we've got some plans going. Literally good timing. We make bad plans. Thanks for the raid. We got some multiple plans happening right now with this group. Let's we can fast forward a little bit. You guys get some breakfast, and you apparently set Vorp up with provisions.
Well,
he's very happy.
Not too many. We don't want him to gorge himself and get sick, because then he's going to be the innkeeper's problem, and there's definitely going to be a cleaning charge.
Sure.
Yes, I understand. So he needs good food, but not too much of it.
Yeah,
If he gets all those nutrients all at once, he'll just puke them all right back up. And I'm not cleaning goblin vomit.
Yeah. So yeah, he's satisfied. Vorp the goblin pet teammate, who knows what he is at this point, I don't know, but he's satisfied with that plan and staying behind. And he actually as you guys start to leave, he's actually going to start like making the beds and stuff like that, and like getting ready for you to come back. So he's just gonna make himself useful. We'll fast forward through some breakfast time and all that kind of stuff, unless there's anything else that's important there, to when you guys are meeting out front of the inn.
Only that Nyapith would make sure to leave a message in case Sildar or an emissary of Sildar came to meet, that they knew that we were out in town, like getting provisions and whatnot.
Okay.
Because she really wants to make sure we don't miss him.
Sure. Message is sent or saved. Y'all are out front of the inn.
All right. You guys know what kind of provisions you need? You didn't happen to see any shops when you were out on your night escapades?
Down that way. There's also apothecary that I need to go visit.
Oh, well, that's nice. I like that. She'll lean in low. Just as a heads up, the innkeeper mentioned that maybe we keep armor and weapons a little on the down low. It seems that, and given Wranran's experience, it seems like these little punks have something to prove. So, again, just no flashy swordplay, huh?
Yeah, we have a satyr walking around in armor.
Oh.
So,
But nobody can hear it because I'm gonna hold it up.
You are carrying it
Right.
really, really well. You know what? Does Trij have like a cape or like kind of, or is it just the armor?
I was imagining him just like essentially fully naked, just the armor.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Nyapith's gonna. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, that's stop number one.
Yeah. Let's go do that.
All right. So where are you off to? Which?
Ideally the provisions store.
Okay. Give me just a second. Because once again, this could have gone and is going any number of ways. So I'm going to change this to this. You head out to the Lion Shield Coster. That big blue building a little bit to the west there. That Kaine had seen with some of the provisions and things. Got a big old sign shaped like a wooden shield, and it's a blue lion painted on it. Give me just another quick second here. All right, so you come on into the store, and
we enter the store.
Mm-hmm.
I grab Erwin. Don't try to steal anything, and I mean it. Got it? I'll be watching you, so don't even.
You're such a buzzkill.
There's a time and place. Time and place.
Yeah, 11 a.m. in a provision shop.
In Phandalin, Faerun.
Yeah, so with that warning,
I'll keep my hands clean.
you enter in, and pretty regular shop. It's got, you know, your standard adventuring gears and different things like that, just different varieties of things that you can see. There's a couple things that you know, you've got in mind. Sorry, let me close out some of these. I have so many windows open because there's so many options here.
You are A-okay, bud.
But yeah, you walk up and there's a younger woman kind of hanging behind a counter, cleaning some different things and just kind of going about work or anything like that. And she sees you guys come from the outside. It's still kind of early, but she's gives you an acknowledgement, and have any questions, let me know.
Thank you. Actually, you wouldn't happen to have a cloak of any kind, would ya?
Special, not special?
I mean, Nyapith is gonna look down at Trij. What do you want? Something flashy? Something... I mean, flashy in the regard that it probably literally flashes. I know, it's a lot to take in, hon.
Sorry, I realized I was muted. So, this armor I bought when I decided to become an adventurer a few weeks ago. But I've never really had anything that's like really nice, except for, you know, my amulet, but that's just a family thing. So if it's not too expensive, it might be nice to have something nice.
Shopkeeper, what do you have? Really, we're just looking for something to keep my colleague here, keep that armor protected. Keep him a little warm.
So, not flashy then. Not flashy ones are over on the rack there. You can just pick those up. They're hand-stitched, real nice looking things. You can just go pick them up over there. Bring up whatever you want for me. Price you out.
But what if I wanted a flashy one?
If you wanted a flashy one, I got some things in the back that I can get for you.
How expensive are they?
Depends on what you want.
Stick to the one for now.
Okay.
Actually, I'm pretty sure, you wouldn't happen to have one of those, cloaks of protection now, would ya?
Give me a sec. Just goes to the back. Comes back out. Yeah, looks like we got like one or two around here.
If I remember right, Trij, that one, helps, well, I mean, it does what it says. It protects ya. I know you've got your armor, but this, helps you kind of dodge out of the way, if I'm remembering right. They had an old, well, we'll call him a buddy. Spent a lot of nights chatting with him. He said he had one. Worked out pretty great for him. But you're a master and commander of your own fate and your own purse, so.
Are there... What do the other flashy ones do? I like the idea of that one, but what are some other things that might be helpful?
Give me a sec. She goes in the back. She comes back out. Looks like that's about all we got right now.
Okay.
So if you want the flashy, we got the flashy. If you just want something to cover up, you just grab one of those off the rack there.
And how much would it be to procure one of the flashy ones?
One of these. Looking around up and down. This will go about 5 gold.
I'll take it. I just got paid.
Yeah.
Good for you.
You know what? You do it.
And I give him 5 gold.
All right.
Hold on 1 second.
I remember my
Look,
first
we're
paycheck.
probably gonna be buying a lot. So how about we do just one big purchase and let's see if we can get it all to a reasonable price. How How about that?
How about if you want to do that, you might go down to like the thrift store or something like that. One of them thrifty places. Because this ain't one of them.
No, I mean, I get that. You got quality stuff. But also, part of the whole thing is moving this quality stuff. And look how many people you have in this room right now. And we have a whole nother person that needs some gear. So that's a lot of money off the table. Or we can work something out.
Or you buy things for what they're marked. Because those are the prices.
You drive a hard bargain.
Mind you, this whole time, Trij like slapped the 5 gold onto the desk, and slid it, and then slid it back, and then slid it forward again, and just keeps like, so.
Trij, go ahead and conduct your business.
There is my 5 gold.
And she hands you the coke and is like, and there's your coverings. Wear good, helps you out a little bit more. It's a little bit tougher than the other ones. And you can add a cloak of protection to your inventory.
What other
Wranran?
what other more flashy items do you sell?
What are you looking for? Weapons, armor?
And all their money right now.
Weapons. You happen to have a bow of some kind?
Let me check. So he walks him back.
It's ridiculous. This whole town is ridiculous.
As a side note, that cloak does require attunement.
Yes, and that means
short rest,
Yeah.
like focusing
Yeah.
on it,
Mhm.
or like I think it's short rest. It might be something else.
great.
You just gotta spend some time really getting to know it.
Yes.
I mean, yeah, I got some regular bows here. Nothing too special. Some regular bows, and got some munitions too. If you need some arrows, can get you knocked up with those.
All right, I'll how much is the longbow with some arrows?
Do this one. I'll give you a couple arrows in there. For the bow and for the arrows, you get, let me see, 10, 20. You get 20 arrows with it. Can add more if you want, but I'll have to charge you more. But for the bow and those arrows, we'll get you 5 gold too.
All right, I'll take it.
All right, give yourself a longbow and 20 arrows.
Kaine, you looking to pick anything up?
This is all just like basic gear, right? There's no like books or anything around?
No books. This is more like weapons, armor, garb, different things like that. Yeah, it's more of some of those supplies. Don't see many books or scrolls in here.
Yeah, I don't think I need anything, but maybe we should get some basic gear for Vorp, since we kind of just put him down this path of life that he didn't choose.
Well, I mean that's really up to Vorp whether he wants to.
I mean, either way, he can't go back to where he was.
Oh no.
So the least we can do is give him a
If
little.
you want to buy him gear, that's fine. I just figured we'd talk about it first with him. But that's fine. I'm supportive of that direction.
What does Vorp have already that we've noticed?
I mean, he had the same thing that you noticed with other goblins that you fought. He had his little melee sword weapon, his scimitar, and he was one of the ones that had. Let me check to be 100% certain. Because things are just a little bit different. Yeah, short bow and a scimitar is the weapons. And like basic leather armor.
What if we got him a tiny cloak? So that he could cover up too, because people probably look at him weird too.
You're like the same size, aren't you?
No, he's smaller than me. I'm like 5 foot.
That's all I mean. Like,
He's probably more around like
oh,
3
yeah,
or 4 feet.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. He has a basic wrap. I'll just get him a cloak for now at least. And if you want something else, we'll talk about it. How about that?
We'll give him a regular cloak, and then he'll know that we are his friends.
Yeah, I'm gonna find a nice, small, basic cloak that would fit on a goblin.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, you can search the rack. They've got a couple different sizes of different variety of cloaks there, and you can find one that will probably fit him. You bring it back to the counter, and that's pretty basic. It's 2 gold.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Do you believe that will fit a goblin?
Wait. Why would you want to fit that on a goblin?
Sorry, been a goblin fighter. Sorry, we're trying to outfit a goblin fighter.
That's our friend.
Mm-hmm.
It's a really long story.
She hurriedly takes back the cloak.
There we go.
What do you mean? What do you mean? You're friends with a goblin? You're friends with a goblin?
A goblin fighter. A goblin
fights
fighter.
Goblins. One who fights goblins.
Correct. What my friend Trij is saying.
We're not friends with a goblin. Who would be friends with a goblin? No.
A goblin fighter, on the other hand, is a paragon of society.
Anybody that's doing this, make a deception check.
I would love to.
Nope, I'm just gonna watch it.
10.
Hell yeah, that's a 19 plus 4.
So basically, that's how that, like, the conversation went accordingly, in my opinion.
Yeah, she is giving you some hard looks, Trij, but Nyapith is kind of calming her down a little bit. So you guys are not friends or hanging out with some goblin.
No, I listen. The young man's confused a little bit. He hasn't actually ever seen a goblin, so he sometimes gets excited and identifies things in just slightly incorrectly. But he's learning. No, it's a goblin fighter. Again, we just gets a little cold on the road.
Yeah.
It would be a bit weird, huh? For adventurers to be friends with the goblins. Normally, we're hired to kind of pest control, you know.
She puts the cloak back down and says, "Yeah, that'd be really weird, and that would be really problematic."
I mean,
you know, I didn't get my last shipment from Yartar because those stupid goblins keep taking over all the stuff over there on the trail.
well, that's not great. Well, what were you missing, if you don't mind me asking?
I had a whole bunch of stuff.
Huh.
I mean, I don't know. They must have some kind of like lair or something out there because, yeah,
You know,
last couple shipments have been spotty at best.
Up Tribor, right? Coming down that way?
Yeah.
Yeah, we actually ran in, a goblin fighter came in very handy. We found, we actually cleared that out on our way down.
You did?
Yeah, we did. Went on in there. There was a weird little cave they had tucked back up in there. They jumped a cart in front of us, but we made quick work of it.
So did you find my stuff?
I didn't find the staff. It seems like they were kind of running a smuggling operation out of there, sending them every which way. One of the folks we talked to mentioned something about a cragma, something like that. You happen to know where that is?
Yeah, that's the cave that you're talking about being in.
That's the cave we were talking about being in. No, they were saying they sent it somewhere else. Let me think about this. Sorry, it's, be a little bit
It's been a long
tedious.
day.
A little bit tedious talking to the likes of them. Let's see. Cragma Castle. Not the cave, a castle. You know anything about this?
I don't know anything about any castle. I just know all of my stuff keeps getting stolen. And if you were there and didn't see any of it, like, you checked everywhere.
I mean, yeah. We cleared it out as best we could.
And
We cleared it out as best we could.
All right. Well, if you ever go back that way, maybe take another closer look, right? Because I know they've got to not be going far with all that stuff. It's hurting my business here.
why would we want to help you right now?
I don't know, Kaine.
because
Maybe because we're adventurers and we're looking to get a deal on these goods right now.
I
maybe
thought we
that's
had
how
to
it
pay
works.
the price.
You help me, and then I help you.
Well, how about you help us so we can help you? See how it works? Like, we need the gear to go do the things.
Yeah, you all look pretty well stacked up already.
Yeah. How about, listen, I'm sorry to take any of your day. You got potions of any kind, or is that another place around town we should probably invest our time?
Yeah, maybe go to a different place for the potions.
Yeah.
And maybe yeah.
Yeah. Understood. Thank you for everything. You have a nice day, and if we get a lead on that, we'll be sure to try and help. Have a blessed day.
Thank you for my cloak.
Yeah, no problem.
When they get outside, Nyapith is going to turn around and look at Kaine. What the heck? I had it. And then you had to go and try and intimidate a person in their own shop.
I'm not even trying to intimidate. They're just horrible fucking people. I don't want to do business with them.
Okay, then you could have left, but I wanted to do business with them, and now they won't want to do business with me because I do business with you.
Just
You understand
go
the
back
transitive
around.
property of being an absolute jerk?
I know that you guys are fighting right now, but why are goblin fighters a problem?
Not everybody's like our Vorp. And goblins typically end up doing a lot more harm than good. This person's probably really stressed about their business. If they've got a band of ruffians here, making it hard for them to run their business and they don't have their goods, they're probably feeling a little bit stressed there, Trij. So not everybody's as understanding of folks that are different.
Okay. So for the future, I shouldn't talk about Vorp.
Maybe we just don't mention that Vorp is considered a monster. We just mention his occupation, which is fighter.
Yeah.
And we try that.
Okay.
I think he'll really like that cloak, though.
I just wanted to make sure that it would fit him.
Yeah. I'm actually gonna hand the cloak off to Trij. You just give it to him whenever you see him. Like I don't care.
Thanks, Kaine. I'll make sure that Vorp knows that you're the one who bought it for him.
It's fine. Like Wranran, remember what I said? Forget what I said earlier.
Oh, and I'm the crook. All right. I'll make.
Just remember, there's always a time and a place, a situation, and a people.
When you deem it.
All right, well, I'm gonna
Shall we
mourn the
make our
loss of
way?
potential boots, but yeah, let's try and get our hands on some potions. I might suggest this is a tip, just a tip. Technically, healing potions have a shelf life, and a lot of places will sell them for you cheaper if you're willing to like be risky about that expiration date. So that's what, you know, if you spend your money on how you're gonna spend yours, but I actually kind of like the acrid taste that comes when they're almost overdue. You know, it grows on you a bit.
All right. So,
Point the way to this apothecary, huh?
Yeah.
so don't drink the expired potions.
Uh,
It's really more like a suggestion than it is an actual expiration.
Got it.
All right, so you guys are heading to the apothecary. So you roll up, and this shop is a little rundown. It's right next to like a house that's just like crumbled, and there's nothing there. It's torn to the ground, basically. It's just an empty shop. And this place is probably no better. It's in a rough shape, but it seems like whoever owns it has made it home. And the doors open. The four of you walk in. And as you walk in, you can start browsing around. There's random little bottles up and around everywhere. Nothing's really labeled. It's just liquids of different colors and shapes and sizes. Just kind of random things. Little knickknacks here and there. And there was like that little, you know, you open the door and there's the little bell. So you hear the little jingle, which alerts the owner from the back. It's an older man, thick beard, very like basically just like hair everywhere. It's a very hairy man. Older and just has a weird mannerisms and ways about him, and he comes out from the back and yes, take your time, take a look around, let me know if you find anything. Yes, yes.
Yeah. Hello. Hi. I'm interested. Do you happen to have any healing potions? Maybe some kind of burning a hole on your shelf, as it were. Literally. Sometimes they do that.
Healing. Oh, a couple of those. He's right over. Right over. And he looks at each and every one of you, one by one by one. Wait. No, couldn't be. No, not yet. No, couldn't be. It's not the time. Not the time yet, is it?
Time for what?
Well, no, you all. No. Well, this just doesn't make sense. No.
I'm sorry. I mean, we were told we tried to get provisions over at the shop nearby, but they said the best place for potions is here. And so if that doesn't make sense, I understand, but it does seem like you have quite the selection of potions here, so...
He throws both of his hands up, and with both of his hands going up, the shutters on the window slam shut. A hand pops out, reaches out to the front door, locks one, locks two, locks the 3 locks that are on the front door, closes the window shade on there. The hand disappears. No. Nyapith, Kaine, Trij, Wranran, no. You're all too early. And that's where we need to end for tonight.
Killing me here.
Oh no.
Oh, well, then you're not gonna like this next part because
It kills us.
as I'm sure this confused and terrifying the confused and terrifying look on our adventurers' faces comes up, and we have the lovely to be continued screen, we're going to shift gears to a different scene. Whoa! No! What happened? Bring me back! Master Hunter. It is too dangerous. She holds her hand out, showing 2 of the 4 other spellcasters that were in the cavern dead. The other 2 are injured and extremely fatigued. It took more than we were able to even get you that far. Find more. We need to breach and get me to his plane. We will continue our research, Master Hunter, but we require more materials. She returns to her desk Behind her, while the master hunter, Quentin, huffs and storms out of the cavern. I will get you what you need. The woman stands and sifts through books and notes, and as we pan around the table, we see erratic symbols and markings and words in various languages, almost as if all of it was some sort of code. She looks at everything and sighs and says, Oh, my dear Tooltick, could you have been more cryptic? Thank you for joining us tonight.